AK. You on your feet like your big money man. Ain't collecting bank, but don't realize you're soon to get ganked. But that man in the blue suit, you never know. Knocking on your door with the snitch, but it's street clothes. Now the house getting packed just like that. You done sold a fiend and a cop a nice 20 sack. And you don't know what's up until you get raided. Plus you're going down for the evidence. You're gon' hate it for being locked up behind bars. No more fancy clothes, Chuck jewelry and smooth cars. And that's the price you gotta pay in society. But in 93, things ain't how it should be.
It's just another top authority thing, and if you ain't rolling with
happening?
Hey.
Yes, what's happening? What's happening? We're
What's
back.
happening?
Another episode of Talk That Shit TV. This your boy Loves Do the Most.
In the real insane Wayne, baby.
And we are back in the channel today, live from
What's up, Willie?
Westside Media Group. Once again, big shout out to DJ Loud. Making it happen as always. And we're back with another episode, you know what I'm saying? First off, I want to start off by saying Happy Mother's Day to everybody out here.
Hey.
Keep your head up and go. The mother that are not here.
Real,
I know it's a hard day, but you know, we got to keep pushing.
And grandmamas too.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of folk close to their grandmamas as well as their mama.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you right.
Like, I was close to my grandmama when she passed away. I was about 9. About 9.
Yeah.
It really hurt me, but you know, I was a kid.
Yeah, you was a kid.
But the older I get, I be thinking about it, like, you know
The
what I'm
stuff
saying?
that she showed you and the stuff that she taught
It
you.
wasn't even that much, but you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, she gone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
This we got a special for y'all today.
Oh yeah.
We got a special for y'all today. We got one of our fellow friends and family members that's going to be joining us real soon in a little bit. What happened was, and this is what happened was with this situation. They got arrested, some years back, and they're currently doing time right now. But they also put together like a movement.
Yeah.
And the name of the movement is actually called the Innocent 3. When you get a chance, you can go to Facebook and type in the Innocent 3, and it's going to break down everything that happened in that case.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to break down everything that happened in that case. So, we're going to have them on later on. In a few minutes, pretty much. They're going to call in a few minutes. So just sit back. It's going to be an interesting show. We're going to have a real good time with this show right here.
Yeah.
We're going to hear a lot from them. We're going to hear a lot from, the case.
Yeah. A lot about that case.
Bro. I'm talking about just...
Here
we go.
Press the orange button.
Talk That Shit TV.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
What's going on, man?
Shout out to my boy Low Strong. Shout out to my man Jet Black Jones. We got him in the building finally.
What's happening with y'all boys, man?
I'm telling you, it's been a long time coming, man.
It's been a long time, but guess what? We stayed down till we come up and we here now.
Yeah.
We finally here now. Guess what? We've been talking about this for the longest, and guess what? We got it in motion now, baby.
Yeah. Hey, but I want to say this, Low. I haven't seen you since high school, my boy. I ain't even gonna lie, my boy. I'm talking about the coolest brother ever, boy. I'm talking about Low Armstrong, tall skin. They ain't go smiling. I'm talking about this brother. Good brother, man. You're a good dude, man.
Yeah, bro.
Man, you're a good dude,
Since we were 8 years old, 9 years old, baseball team. And then
I'm talking about, man, Little League, Old National, man. You already know how we do it, man.
There you go.
I'm talking about real. And then Ben come along. He a freshman in high school. Guess what? Bro, here's 4 of us in one locker. Ben was like, man, I need a locker. I said, bro, you ain't got, come on, bro, I got you. Don't even worry about it.
I had 4 tool lockers.
There were 4 of us in one locker, bro.
Okay, then.
And I told Ben, whatever you need, bro, I got you.
But that's good though, man. But y'all boy got y'all head up, man. Y'all doing good, man. You know, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all, boy, man.
It's good that y'all still got y'all sanity. That's the best thing. Because, I mean, bro, the stuff that y'all went through, man, the average person, I don't think the average person would take that. That's a big load, bro.
Yeah. Some people are fold on that.
I mean, you know, it was a situation, man, that it devastated everybody. It was devastation to everybody. You know, like us, our kids, our parents, you know, friends and loved ones, man. So it's just like but I will say throughout this whole ordeal, it has made me a better man. It has made me a better father, a better son, and just a better individual all the way around the board. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
One thing I have learned throughout this situation, well, I ain't gonna say one, it's two things: humbleness and patience, man.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right about that, right?
And that's I think that's pretty much what we as people, as we get older, we need to start adapting that. We need to start learning that.
Yeah.
Because, 9 times out of 10, situations are still occurring with us being older because we didn't learn those two things.
Yeah.
Patience and humbleness.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize, with them two there, it'll help you in the long run. It'll save you from a lot of things.
Yeah.
It'll save you from a lot of things.
Hey, too, when you were saying the better man, too, bruh, I guarantee you, low man, like, because y'all were younger when y'all got the, you know what I'm saying, the time. So now, y'all in y'all 40s, you feel what I'm saying? So I know you got a long time to think, you know what I'm saying? And wishing you would never done it and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, what advice would you give, like, the youngsters out here, though? Because, today, out here, bruh, if put it like this, it's basically like how we was in school, like, oh, you a lame, but they lames are different now. If you don't, if they lames are different out here, bro. If you don't go out here and rob this motherfucker with them or do this or do that, you a lame. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of following. It's more following. I'm talking about the following is serious out here now, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what would you like? Just give advice for any, you know what I'm saying, youngster, man? Because they be thinking they be playing. Like, we know. Me and Carlo know a lot of women that got to deal with bad ass little boys, man.
Right.
With no dad, you know what I'm saying? Period.
I mean, basically, man, my advice is like this, man. At the end of the day, there's no blueprint to life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And growing up, and especially within our culture, we have a lot of kids that are growing up without father figures or positive role models in their life. So they winging it, man. You know what I'm saying? The same way we were. It's like, okay, if you don't have nobody there, if you just got somebody there to tell you not to do this, not to do this, not to do this, but they're not giving you an alternative or showing you an alternative of what to do, then basically you just out there trying to figure out what to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to these young kids, man, is basically, first of all, find out your true identity. Find out who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the things that I do with a lot of these young cats in here, because you have to understand this, in this day and time, they are up under, our kids up under our guidance, but they're up under social media's influence.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. That is so right.
So it's like, my first question I used to ask the kids, the young guys, I'd be like, who are you? And a lot of times, they might say, well, my name is such and such. So I'm like, and I try not to make them feel bad with the answer, because I'm like, okay, you telling me what your name is. That's not exactly the question I asked. I want you to give me 3 attributes to identify you as a person.
Yeah.
So they might say, oh, what's an attribute? You know what I mean? So I give them a dictionary. And so once they see what an attribute is, oh, yeah, I can tell you that. I'm funny. I'm cool. I'm laid back. I'm this, I'm that. So I'm like, okay, what are you outside of the influence of the drugs, or what are you outside of the influence of this gang that you're affiliated with? Yeah. And now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like a kind of a contradictory, you know what I'm saying? Because you're acting this one way while you're this, but you just told me that you're this way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just trying to show them, man, their true identity, man, because I know I grew up trying to search and find out who I really wanted to be in life.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, a lot of us did.
A lot of us
for
did,
real,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like, I know you've been sent down, you and Ben both been sent down for a while.
Right.
Do you feel like you have any kind of regrets on what happened? Just overall throughout the situation.
Well, the only regrets that I have in my life, man, is really just choosing the life of the streets. You know what I mean? And because that opened up a lot of doors for a lot of negative stuff that happened that took place in our life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as far as just any regrets, that would probably be the biggest regret, because the streets, one thing about the streets don't love nobody. However, everything that you love to do is in the streets.
Yes.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when you out here and you trying to debate whether you're going to run the streets or you're going to do the right thing, this and that. Yeah, it's a lot of things out here in these streets. So that's appealing to you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to draw you to it. But at the end of the day, man, if I could give any advice to any young person, any older person, man, get out of it while you can, man, because it ain't promised for nobody.
For nobody.
How about you, Ben? Do you feel like you have any regrets on anything just going through this situation? Hello? I guess I know.
Sound like he gambling.
Okay.
Put down. Put down.
But it's just, I mean, we see this every day. It's like the more we get older, the wiser we get, but we see more of the street life every day now, and it's starting to become so vivid.
Yeah.
You know, at one point in time, when we was younger, like, we didn't talk about how we wanted to be street niggas growing up.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it. We just did it.
You just did it.
It wasn't no title. You know, it was just something that we had to do.
It was just something.
But the fact that the way the world is now, how they glorify all the wrong things and make it and put a title on it, like it's
positive. Like it's positive to me. That's what they doing. They switching the negative into positive.
Yeah.
And really, the shit be negative to me. Majority of it.
Yeah, and then what's so crazy, like, it ain't just with, you know, the guys jumping in the streets. It's like the women being strippers too. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point in time, you know, you had women that were in the industry, they would never bring it out on Front Street. Yeah. Like when they go into where they dancing at, they going in there like they going to a job. They putting on business clothes, the whole nine, and they go in there and they're not telling nobody what they do. They're not even telling folks that they know to come see me in the club or none of that, because they didn't want nobody to know what they were doing. And like you said, you know, social media plays a big part. Like, it really just broke the mindset of us as people, especially the young folks. That's the first thing they want to.
Social media. I mean, that's where everything they explode everything on social media.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Real.
Like everything, I'm talking about everything, fights, sex, homosexual, you know what I'm saying, homosexual, all of it, you know what I'm saying? But they push it, they don't ban it. You know they don't ban a lot of stuff. Like all the stuff you put up, they ban it.
Yeah.
But you can get right back on social media after your 30 days and see the same thing you put years ago. You know what I'm saying? But like, dang, I thought this was negative. But I still seeing this shit.
Yeah. And I'm just doing it.
I'm just
to laugh.
Yeah, I'm sharing it.
To have fun and laugh.
Oh, so I can't do it. Oh, okay. So I can do it. I ain't honky. Okay.
Exactly.
Big. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff they be on there is negative. To me, true. But some of it be funny, but I just be like, dang, man, this, you know what I'm saying? Now, like, I was thinking about it the other day, like, you remember how back then we used to fight?
Yeah.
But it wasn't who finna bring out a shoulder camcorder if you fight? Oh, boy, we finna hit. Now it's this right here, boom. It's that phone. It's that phone button. It's that phone button for recording it, and they putting it on social media.
Yeah, it's that phone.
That's negative. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I like watching. I be like, oh, okay, they putting up them hands, but still though, you know what I'm saying? It's negative. Like the girls dragging each other negative. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really, you know, it's up to me. It's up to the child in the home. Cause that's where most of all the shit come from.
Right. And you know, one thing I would say about like today's society, man, is just like, you know, I really went into politics like that until this situation came about. And now that I'm a little more into politics and I look at things on the political side, man, listen, bro, this place is designed, I mean, the system is designed for us to fail all the way around the board.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And if we don't wake up and shed some light into what's going on to our youth and to the people of the world, then we're going to forever be blinded, because guess what? The thing about it is, it's only a few of us that's going to see it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is, they don't really care about the few of us that do see it. They just, long as y'all don't wake up the masses, long as y'all don't open up the eyes to the masses, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And I see that on a whole nother level now, you know what I mean? So I just try to take what I've learned from this and just try to express it to, like I say, the youth and anybody I can that'll listen, man, and just try to teach them a better way, because, man, they got us so messed up, and it's been by design from years and years and years, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the more we continue to put out the message, and the more we continue to get these people to listen, the better the outcome is going to be. So, like I said, this is just the start. This is just the start. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort.
Miss Mix-a-Lot said these young folks won't listen.
No, they won't. The young folk will not listen. You're right about that. Miss Mix-a-Lot, you are so right.
Yeah.
They don't listen. And they think that just because that we're old, that we don't know no better, but not knowing, we went through all the stuff that these young folks going through now. Like, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't know what to do in the situation that you in now, just by watching us.
Yeah.
So no, I mean,
But you know what our job as parents though, and as elders though to do. You know what? I was telling my mom this, and as adults and as parents, man, we have to learn to find out our kids' love language.
yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because communication, they say communication is most important. Communication is the best thing, it's the most important thing that you can have. However, it's effective communication and effective listening.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, whereas, don't know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to prime example. I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep it short. Don't nobody want to be hollered at.
No.
Don't nobody like to be yelled at. You know what I'm saying? When you yell at a child, what a child gonna do? A child gonna cry.
Right.
You yell at a young adult, a teenager, this, that, another, he gonna get upset. You know what I mean? If you yell at another adult gonna yell back.
Yep.
So with that being said, we have to learn to, if our kids come to us with something, it's not our job to yell at them and tell them, even if it's something that we feel like they shouldn't be listening to or they shouldn't be talking about.
Yeah.
It's not for us to yell at them and scream at them and tell them, you know what I'm saying? Okay, where did you get that from?
Yep.
Let's find out where you got it from. Let's find the root of the problem.
Right.
Then once we find out where the root of the problem, we the adults. So guess what? We can kind of weed out, or take them from around this type of people, or wherever it is, whatever platform that they heard this from. We can kind of got doggone, you know what I'm saying, shun them away from that, so they don't have to go through that or keep listening to that.
Yeah.
But when you yell at a person, you yell at a child, man, guess what? They ain't gonna want to come back and talk to you. They're gonna be like, man, mama, dad are tripping. I ain't gonna ask them nothing else.
Right.
Hey, Lo, somebody asked,
Let's break down the situation. What got y'all inside? What got y'all where y'all at right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let Brush start with that one.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
I basically the crime happened, you know what I'm saying? And like initially they didn't know who the shooters, they didn't have no suspects. So it's like when once our names got through in it, and our names got through in it by people who was already involved, you know what I'm saying, one way or the other, like the streets went to talking first. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like once our names got put in it, that was it. Like once the police got our names, they figured like, oh, okay, well, we just gonna rock with them. Like they didn't check out our alibis. You feel what I'm saying? Bro was somewhere, I was another place, and my cousin was in another place. So there's 3 different people in 3 different locations, and we all telling the police, hey, look, this where I was when you saying this crime was being committed. The police never checked. Like they never went in. Like you watch cop shows, you know what I'm saying? The first thing they gonna do is go check out your alibi. Like they didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we was already convicted from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we ain't never have a chance, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never get a fair trial. We ain't never get no fair shot because of how they went about the investigation. You see what I'm saying? And like they took a warrant out for me based off what these dudes said, but in the same photo lineup that I was picked out of, my brother and my cousin also was in that same photo lineup, but strangely they didn't get picked out. You see what I'm saying?
What? Really?
Yeah, like they initially picked me out and took a warrant out on me, so I turned myself in. You feel what I'm saying? Like I know I ain't did this, so I ain't got no reason to run or hide. Yeah. So I turned myself in. All right, my cousin, they locked him up and violated his probation and just held him. They didn't charge him with the crime. Wow. Then 2 weeks later, one of the victims say that the whole shooting played back out to him in a dream, and he remembers now my brother was there too, and then they went and got my brother.
Wow.
Really?
That's
wow. Oh, man. So just I mean, they got everything on paper basically saying that y'all was not at the scene, and they still end up
they got fingerprints. Yeah, they got fingerprints out the house. They got bloody like shoe samples from where the intruders walked through the blood after they did what they did. None of this matched us. None of the fingerprints didn't match me, my brother, or my cousin. None of the shoe prints matched any of us. Also, while we was locked up, they came and re-fingerprinted us again.
Really?
Several times.
And they still didn't match.
Yeah.
Still didn't match.
Still didn't match. They had no DNA. They had no weapons. They had no fingerprints. They had nothing matching to us, any of us. We basically got locked up off of hearsay.
What?
That is crazy.
Boy.
So, I know y'all. Have y'all ever tried to like reach out to somebody to try to like clear your name? Like, have you ever tried to get back with the witnesses that actually claim they seen y'all to try to, get their story, to change their story, or have you ever just talk to anybody to try to just help y'all as far as like clearing y'all names?
Yeah, they need to get sued. The county need.
Man, we reached out to. I'm talking about the TV stations, the news. We've reached out to the Innocence Project. We reached out to a bunch of different organizations trying to just shed some publicity behind, get some publicity behind our case and shed some light on it, man. But it's like, even with the lawyers, even when we went for our appeals and stuff like that, all the lawyers that we've had prior to our trial lawyer, our trial counsel, every time they look at our paperwork, at first they'll be like, yeah, this is a good case, and we got some good, y'all got good grounds and this and the third. Then for some odd reason, it seems like once they get it digging, they just fall off. It's like Coweta County is telling them to leave this case alone. That's just the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
And just from what you said, that's what it really sounds like. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Because like you said, the lawyers dig deep.
They even done lost our paperwork. Like now, our files are mysteriously gone.
That's on purpose. That's on purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that's pertaining to my case, my fiance, she went to try to, dig up records and get like discovery packing and stuff like that. They gave her the runaround just to end up telling her like they don't have it no more. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my.
Oh, so they trying to, cause to be honest with you, the charges, and I heard about the charges. Cause when I heard about the situation, I think one of the Fleetwoods told me, and I said, what? I said, Lolo. I said, Tolo. They be like, yeah. I said, dang. And when they said the county, I was just like, ooh. But I know y'all supposed to been home by now. Cause it been about 20 years, ain't it? Over 20?
17.
17. I told you it was down there 17 years. Them boys supposed to been home,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
They supposed to been home.
All the way, yeah. Yeah.
Just for the charges that I heard,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Coweta County, man.
Coweta County.
They know Coweta.
So have you tried to like get another lawyer on the case or a public defender or anything to try to help y'all with the situation?
Them defenders ain't shit, though, man.
Yeah, we done hired like private investigators. We actually hired one private investigator, and we spoke to a girl that was in the house at the time of the shooting. And the girl from the jump, the girl told the police that it sounded like one of the dudes that was already in the house. You see what I'm saying? That was yelling, give me the money or whatever. This same girl, they didn't call her on the stand during our trial.
Really?
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, the county is so bad.
And she was willing. She had told her, you know, she was gonna like tell the truth. You feel what I'm saying? The investigator got all the way down to her house, and she wouldn't come to the door.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my
They
God.
might hit her with some threats.
Yeah.
They done hit her with some threats already, man. That Coweta County, man. That's that good old boy.
That's that good old boy system.
That's that good old boy county,
That's that
man.
good old boy county, good old boy system, man.
Yeah, man.
And I hate the fact that y'all got caught up in that, man. Like for real. Like just hearing everything, just looking at all the paperwork, the evidence, just how the layout was. It was just everything was sloppy. Everything was done so sloppy.
And now y'all talking about y'all done lost my paper.
All of a
Man,
sudden,
y'all boy supposed to been
y'all
home out
been
here.
at home for
Y'all
real.
supposed to been home, man.
Yeah. Over something like that, they supposed to been at home a long time ago.
17 leaves.
And see, one of the other things that we wanted to shed some light on too was just basically like how, you know, the lead investigator in our case, you know what I'm saying? He got on stand and he lied on stand. His first initial statement, they asked him, was it was a victim in our case. He was like the key witness, and he supposedly had got shot like what, bro, like 12, 13 times or something like that.
Anywhere from like 10 to 15 times.
Okay, with an AK, and so when they first questioned him in their first initial police report, they asked him, was he under medication? Was he sedated? Was he on any kind of pain medication when they questioned him? And at first, the detective said, what he said first?
The detective said that when he made the identification, he wasn't under no kind of meds or he wasn't on nothing. You see what I'm saying? But the dude just got shot, like we say, 10 to 15 times. So, of course, we know he was on medication. But the lead investigator lied to try to make the case stick, to make it like the identification was clean when it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? This dude been shot, like I say, 10, 15 times, and you talking about 2 days later. You see what I'm saying? He was under all type of meds. He even came back in trial and said I was heavily sedated when I made those identifications. And if anybody know heavily sedated, like, bro, you damn near not conscious. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
So he was in no position to even be looking at a photo lineup. Not only that, they initially said that one of the dudes that did it had twisted hair. I was the only dude in the photo lineup with twisted hair. Well, now let me take that back. It was one more dude in the twisted hair, but he was in the house. You see what I'm saying? So that's really a suggestive photo lineup, even though I didn't even have dreads at the time. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all know me. You feel what I'm saying? But last time you see me, I ain't have dreads in my hair.
No haircut.
You feel what I'm saying? I hadn't had dreads for years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you, if the victim is saying that somebody with twisted up hair, you should have had 5 or 6 dudes with twisted up hair in the lineup, not just me.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
It
true.
reminds you now all they've been knowing us now. This is not a situation where the victims and the suspects don't know each other. We've been knowing these guys for like 6-7 years.
Okay.
So it's not no, you know what I mean? They know us if they see us, what they say they do. You know what I'm saying? But they sat here and they got on stand and they just lied, man. Our trial lawyer, ooh, that's a whole nother topic, brother.
Jesus Christ.
Do
you
That's
think?
a whole nother topic.
Do you
But like
think?
you say, these dudes knew us, and not only that, they gave 3 or 4 statements prior to like all of their statements. None of them are the same from the beginning of the case. Like they start off saying they came through the window, which ends up to being somebody kicked the door not broke, the lock not broke on the door. We got pictures of the door was perfectly intact. So how did how did they even get in the residence? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
like it's just a lot of shit, man, on this case that just ain't right. You feel what I'm saying?
So the time before y'all actually got, arrested, indicted and everything, did you feel like you was being targeted before everything happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think the way it sounds, like from everything that I'm hearing, and I know y'all, cause you know what I'm saying, y'all grew up with us up on the south side.
Yeah.
I understand, I think y'all ended up moving down to Coweta County like years after, right?
Right.
Okay, do you think the fact that when y'all moved to Coweta County, did you feel like it was a target on your back when you got down there? Especially with like what y'all had going on?
Yeah, it definitely was, and it was a target on our back, not just from like law enforcement, you know what I'm saying? Because I had, just being honest, like I had plenty of run-ins with Coweta County police, you feel what I'm saying? And it was a lot of things that was happening down there that my name was coming up in that I ain't have nothing to do with, you feel what I'm saying? So not even just a target from like the law enforcement, but also target from the residents of Coweta County. Like
They're gonna say that. They're gonna say that because they probably own him because he's not from there.
That's what I'm trying to get.
You know what I'm saying? And I already know they popping that College Park shit up there. Oh, well, we College Park. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, there you go, right there.
That's what I'm doing exactly.
So anything that them country niggas do, they finna say, oh Lord, B, they did. Them country folk gonna believe them. You know what I'm saying?
Because the fact that they're actual residents and they've been residents for Coweta County for so long, to where we got some new motherfuckers. We're gonna put this on the new motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Exactly that.
Because like at the beginning of even the whole scenario of what actually happened changed. Because, like, initially it was a drug deal gone bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the motive changed. They had to basically create a motive because they couldn't come up with a motive for us to go do that. You see what I'm saying? And if you know anything about murder cases, like, that's the number one thing. Like, if you see on TV, when you see detective shows, they always say, well, do we have a motive?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. A motive is, that's what determines whether it's a malice murder or a felony murder or accidental murder. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like they just had to make a motive. So after the drug deal gone bad didn't stick, they turned it around to a home invasion to where it was just a robbery. Like we just went in there to take some shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's just crazy,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
Everybody in cahoots too, so it's like
that country town, they in cahoots.
They in cahoots.
Everybody know each other, man.
Yeah. And the fact that even though they might try to go outside the county, it's not gonna work.
You got the real time. They had to go do their case. They had to get a lawyer outside. They had to get a city lawyer to come on and put that thing.
They might have to just go bigger than that.
Yeah.
They might have to go bigger than that. They might have to get somebody with some real power to come in there to really just shut everything down and get everything right.
Yeah, man, because that's wrong. That's basically they hit them with the red claw.
Yeah.
life.
Clawed them right,
You know what I'm saying? They didn't do nothing. They just bootleg it.
Yep, exactly.
They you know what I'm saying? And boom.
That's basically the case.
That's basically the case. And boom, we get caught up in what this nigga done did to this black man and killed him. Oh, we got 2 new niggas.
Yeah. And that's pretty much how they laid it out with them.
They laid out with them.
Yeah. Oh, we got 2 new niggas in Coweta County.
Oh.
They from the city.
Oh.
We gonna railroad their ass.
Oh, we got them.
We got them.
We got them. Then y'all fake talking about don't know what the paperwork is. Oh, y'all niggas know well. That shit don't go nowhere. It's technology. That shit is in the system.
Exactly.
They can type that shit up. They just don't want to.
That's another thing my brother was just telling me today. Like, even with the technology, like the cell phone pinging, like you could ping cell phones from the tower. All of us had cell phones at the time.
Yeah.
They never did. They never tried to ping and make, you feel what I'm saying? They didn't do police work. You feel what I'm saying? None of the shit you see that police do and supposed to do, they didn't do it when it came to us.
Man, nigga, yeah, exactly. And still to this day, even though, you know what I'm saying, the early part of 2000 when this happened to y'all, technology done enhanced. Yep. So whatever, man, they got records for me from juvenile the couple of times that I got, you know what I'm saying, to go to juvenile court. Bro, that shit still come up, bro, and I'm 47 years old. So it ain't no way to get some paperwork, Holmes. You feel me? Like, dead serious. It ain't no way they lost paperwork.
Yeah, this seemed a little personal, man. Just the way how everything laid out with the county. Yeah. The fact that y'all new to the county, and you know what y'all had going on, and then them white folks too look at it first as like free money. Yep.
Right. Yep. And when you talk about regrets, I was just thinking about something when you were speaking of regret. I would say, man, our biggest regret to me would be the fact that we allow our lawyer, this is go to show you how he was in cahoots too. Our trial lawyer, he told us when we were going to trial, he said, do not stare down the jury, do not stare down the victim's family, and no matter what they say, don't show no emotion. And on top of that, he convinced us not to get on the stand to defend ourselves. That's my biggest regret. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got a situation where this prosecutor and this DA, they are painting the picture to this jury that don't know nothing about the law as well. They're painting this picture to the jury that we are just these monsters, that we went in these people's house and we shot these people and we did this and we did that. And the whole time you sitting there painting this picture, we just sitting there showing no emotion. So if we're not sitting there trying to defend ourselves, or we not sitting there showing no emotion, then guess what? Pretty much to a jury that don't know nothing about the law, they're saying that you're guilty.
Saying that you're guilty. Exactly.
Oh, so they told y'all not to show the signs, basically.
Yeah, and you know all that now. If I knew then what I know now about the law, man, I would have got up and I would have said, when they tried to paint the picture that we did this and we did that, and they asked the key witness, when was the last time he saw us prior to this murder? This man got on the stand and said that he saw us on Easter at a cookout that they threw at their house. This was prior to the murder. So the murder took place May the 7th, late May the 7th, early morning May the 8th. Easter, if you know, it was like 2 weeks prior to then. Man, at Easter, I got locked up on Good Friday in Summer Hill. I was staying in Summer Hill. I got locked up in a roadblock on Good Friday. I stayed in Rice Street 11 days. So there's no way you could have saw me or my brother sitting on no car talking to no females at no cookout that you threw at your house on Easter. And I advised my lawyer this, and I told my lawyer, I said, you go get that proof of incarceration. You go get that police report where I got locked up, and I had to pay. I was on probation in Coweta County. I had to go pay my restitution of $1,200 for her to lift the hold so I can get out of Rice Street. I told him to go get the receipts to that, and then come back the next day and put the man back on stand and ask the man again the same question, and that would have discredited his whole statement.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, they set y'all up for the That's lame.
My lawyer didn't do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he was running.
My lawyer didn't do it.
If you got a lawyer out there, y'all had y'all trial in Coweta, you got a lawyer out there in Coweta, Oh yeah, man. They working together.
They're working together.
Should have got one out there in Atlanta somewhere downtown. You know they can't. Well, the real city slipper.
We gotta find a real credible. We gotta find a real credible lawyer that's gonna take this case, bro.
From the city.
Right.
We gotta find something. We gotta find a lawyer with some backbone.
With some balls.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause you gonna do.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Somebody that's not scared to fight against these people, man.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna tell you another thing that's really sad, because it get to the point now, like, we done paid thousands and thousands of dollars for lawyers just to still be here. So it's like to the point now where a lawyer, they ain't gonna even do it. Like, you really gotta fight and start your own movement, like what we doing now. You feel what I'm saying? Just to get people behind you, because sadly we live in a world where everybody following something now.
That's true.
So if the mass is not following you, meaning if your movement not big enough, then you ain't getting no attention. You see what I'm saying?
That is so. Yeah. So right about that.
That just happened, man. That's messed up, man. Railroad, man. But I was hearing that though. To be honest with you, when the situation when they kept going to court, because I don't think Law and them went down the road yet. That's when they were going back and forth to court.
Right.
And like I said, I always talk to them Fleetwood. If it's the big one or the little one.
Yeah.
And I always ask, and then they, what's up with Low? That's, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that tribe, man, Wayne, man, they didn't do that, man. They, you know, that just done. And I know with Big Fleetwood,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I know Big Fleetwood. They told me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, dang, that's ugly, man. Like, yeah,
it's just an ugly situation, man. I really hate that it happened. I mean, we know y'all better than anybody, and we know y'all ain't that kind of people. Now, I understand, you know, we got out here, we had fun, but
see, just like somebody said, Nicole said, she was like that's fact, but most lawyers won't take the case without new evidence. And see, she really everything right there in the pudding.
It's in the pudding. The proof
Don't need no new evidence.
Exactly.
Them folks just got to get on their work.
They just got to get on their work.
They got to do that paper trail.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, there's a 17-year
paper
paper trail, but that thing go back. Man, they find them a 5-5 lawyer from the city. Yeah. Man, I get a good one.
A good one.
Man, I guarantee you, man, they'll bring, man, man, please.
Everybody outside
of that. Go ahead. That's another thing about it too. Like everything that we're saying, everything that we putting out there, we can back it up in black and white. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they case was so sloppy, even to the point, bro. In trial, it's only 2 people that said they saw us. It was like 7 people in the house, 1 deceased, and then 1 was a child. So really, like 5 adults. It's to the point where the 2 that pointed us out, one of them is saying my brother had on a ski mask. The other one was saying he didn't have on a ski mask. You see what I'm saying? So you telling me that my brother walked through the front door, shot one person, put on a ski mask, and then went and shot another one. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how sloppy they case is.
Wow. And that
is crazy.
Yeah, that thing sloppy. That ain't right.
Man, that's crazy.
Man, y'all need to get out and sue the hell out of
it. And I just want to take the time, this little time out right quick, too, to just tell everybody, man, to go on Facebook, go on Instagram. We have a blog page called The Innocent 3. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go on there. And everything that we're telling you right now, live on this podcast, is right there in black and white. We took the time to sit down and go through our discovery packet and our paperwork on our own and highlight all the inconsistencies, all the lies that were told.
Right.
And, you know, through the help of my daughter, my mom, and, you know, family, we were able to put together a blog page. So it's not just something that y'all are hearing us say, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will be like, well, that's just what they're saying. It's in black and white. Like you say, the proof in the pudding. You know what I mean? We would definitely not be campaigning or have our people out here campaigning for us saying that we're innocent if we were.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like...
Yeah. And we're going to help continue the push the innocence. And, you know, I talked to a few other podcasters, and I've also told them the same thing. Like, once we highlight y'all, I'm going to get the other podcasts to highlight your story, too. And we're going to do whatever we can to just get it out there and just get the buzz back going.
I'm going to holler at one more question, too.
Yeah, we're going to holler.
I'm going to definitely holler at one more question.
Yeah, we're going to holler at one more question. We're going to holler at everybody. We're going to do whatever we can to just shed some light on this situation, because just from hearing everything and just from looking over everything that's presented actually on the blog page, like these guys deserve a fair trial and they need to be home. They need to be at home.
They supposed to be home,
They're
man.
supposed to be at home.
All them lies?
Yes.
But yeah, they did 17 years for a lie.
For a lie.
Full of lies.
And I guarantee you, and I hate this, and I really hate to bring this up because I'm not that type of person, but it just go to show you how racism still plays a big part in today's society. I hate to say that word because I know people on both sides of the fence, but the fact that you got one county in the metro area that's still on the good old boy shit to where they railroad two people that wasn't even there at the scene of the fucking crime.
Boy, you want to tell you what Coweta County be doing?
Yes.
When they speed checking on 85, boy, that median right there where you can. I say when you go around that curve, it's like 3 curves. But I know right before you get to that Newland sign, or I think it's past that bridge, you go around that corner, they sitting right there. But it's like, you know, sometimes you ain't gonna know. That's why I stop. I just hit it just to make sure. Right. And then it's another part, probably like a mile up, probably like a half a mile. They sit right there and they like, you know, cut across intersection right there. Man, them boys dirty, boy.
And I just hate it. Yeah, they are.
Then they might sit up on the hill on the grass, no cap. Boy, I be like, man, y'all tripping, man.
I really and I really just hate the fact that y'all really just went down there, man. Like, I mean, I understand situations happen, but I just hate the fact that y'all went down there. I mean, we all know how Coweta County is. We know they had a reputation of racially inclined situations.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all got caught up down there is just it's a sad case, man.
Cause when I heard it, I was just like, Coweta, man.
Out of all places.
I like Coweta.
Yes.
Oh man, not my boy. Showed it. No, not Coweta, man.
And the fact that we are from Atlanta, like we know Atlanta, like we do know places where us. I hate to say this, but we do know of places of where us as black people are not allowed to be at. And like, I hate to say that, but Coweta County is like one of them. One of them.
But you got black still out there. Still
I mean, you do. That, like, you know, that's pretty much like civilized and everything. Yeah. But when it comes to the street shit, like, nah, bro. Like, it's a sad situation. And then just being comfortable. Like, you going down there, like, everybody has a sense of edge or nervousness when going through Coweta County. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was like that, and it was like that Fayette County years ago, but there's more blacks moving to Fayette County now. But, you know, it's sad that we have to still have that sense of edge going anywhere in Georgia today.
Man, I just passed through it. I don't even get out the exit or nothing.
It don't bother me. It don't bother me. I'll stop anywhere. Like I said, I've had my racially inclined situations in smaller counties. But at the same time, it's just sad that we're in 2023 and it's still going on.
Man, it's gonna get in.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's sad, man. Man, we're gonna do whatever we can, like I say, to help y'all, man. Like,
man, and y'all need to sue them folk, man. Dead serious, bro.
We thank y'all, man. We really do appreciate this. And you know, for all the mothers that are listening, I want to say this too. Happy Mother's Day for all the mothers out there, the ones that are listening, the ones that aren't. I hope y'all have a beautiful and blessed day today.
Yeah, Mother's Day. Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And like I said, salute to those that mother is not here anymore, that are deceased.
Yeah, it's
gone.
Right.
Bro. Like,
Mother Day to my mama.
Yes, happy Mother Day to mine too, man. You know,
shout out, Mama Loaf, do the most.
Yes, sir. Hey,
man, I remember the days, man, back, boy, playing that ball, boy. Your mom and Jason Padgett mama and my mama. Hey, man, that cowbell.
Yep. Cowbell.
Y'all had a cowbell?
Yeah, Jason Padgett mama used to bring a cowbell every time we scored baseball.
Oh, I mean, that thing was stupid, like.
Hey, man, she had us going out there on that field. You hear me?
Then get up to high school and playing varsity basketball, It was
Oh man, Mama Reed. Shout out to Mama Reed.
Oh yeah, Mama Reed. Yeah, rest in peace, Mama Reed.
Yeah.
Pay Mama.
Pay Mama.
Bro, it was them.
Yeah, Pay Mama. Right.
Josh and their mama.
Yeah.
Josh and their mama.
We'll have a basketball game, right? And don't let it be at home.
Yeah.
Varsity at home game?
Yeah.
Man, it be them folk, right? They had their own section.
Oh.
Literally. Everybody want to come over there and sit near our mama. Because guess what? They know. We're going to watch the game. They're going to cut up.
They're going to cut up.
Man, boy, it was never a dull moment. But I'm talking about, we had to really not even look at them and focus on the game so we wouldn't get caught up in what they were doing in the stand. And I think my boy Barney Young, he's the film. He do all the film.
Okay.
So after every game, maybe a day after or so, we'll watch film and correct everything that we did was wrong. So one time Barney had did some filming, and I think it was in between a timeout or a halftime, and I'm talking about the crowd rocking.
Yeah.
Barney had turned around and put the film on the crew.
Yeah.
Jai Mama, OJ Mama, Payback Mama, my mama. They over there crunk. They over there just crunk. And Barney filming this. Okay. So we in film the next day looking, and we see it pop up. Man, everybody in there laughing. Bridge is laughing. Boystown with a serious one, but he couldn't even stay serious because he was laughing so hard on what Barney had filmed. I'm like, man, this is crazy, bro.
Off the chain.
What
y'all what? Elementary school?
What that?
It was sport. What they were? Basketball.
They were varsity basketball.
They was varsity basketball.
Oh, y'all was in high school. Okay. Oh, no wonder they were grown. Y'all was getting grown.
Oh, boy, we had some times, man. We had some time, bro.
Oh yeah, shout out to that Balaga High School. We got to put that on here. The Trojan Nations, y'all. Come on.
Talk to him, Lo. Talk to him.
Hey, no shout out, no disrespect to Westlake, no disrespect to Tri-City Creekside, but y'all know who had it popping, man. Come on, man.
Tell him again, Lo. Tell him again.
Out the chain.
Look, first play. Look, we tied with first play like 6 times, and won the region. Yeah, we won the region. It was us and Creekside. It was us and Creekside in the Final Four.
See that when y'all basketball.
Oh, I can't forget North Claim with 2 chains over there. That boy shout out to Tahi Epps.
Yeah, old Tahi Epps. Old Tahi Epps. Came to Balaga the first time we shut his ass down.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah, what? Shut his ass down, boy. But he was waiting on that one with no claim, bro.
Show that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, we never a dull moment when we played ball, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. We were telling them, we were talking about, boy, it was never a dull moment.
Hey, Cole Bridges said what's happening, man.
Yeah, Cole Bridges said he here, bro. Cole Bridges said he here, Lo.
Oh, Mr. Cole Bridges. Yeah. While we talking about
Balaga. Everybody that, I tell everybody, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all listening, taking the time to listen, man. And it's just like, we're just trying to get this movement jumping, man, the best way we can. So if anybody, only thing I want y'all to do, continue to share, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, share. Yes. And we're going to get this thing moving, man.
Y'all boy wrote a book, right? Y'all writing the book, ain't you?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, y'all need to start. Y'all need to get on that one now, man.
Yeah, be looking for the book.
Y'all need to get that book popping. But yeah, man, we gonna push that movement for you.
Yeah, we're gonna help that movement, bro. Yeah, we're gonna help that movement. We're gonna help with the movement.
We sure appreciate it.
We give a big round of applause to the Innocent 3.
The Innocent 3. Okay,
my man, Lo Armstrong and Ben. Man, I love y'all, bro. Keep your head up, man. And you know we got you, bro. Yeah. And you got a whole city out here behind you, bro.
Oh yeah, but y'all got a team pushing you, man. For real.
We got a whole city behind you. We're gonna help with the movement. We're gonna continue to put the word out. We're gonna continue to put y'all story out. Like I said, I'm gonna get with some other podcasters and gonna have them interview y'all. So don't be surprised if you get a phone call from every other podcast, every other podcast group out here. Yeah, real talk.
That's what's up, man. We sure appreciate it.
We appreciate you, bro. Keep your head up, man. We love you, and the support is real, and we're gonna stand behind you.
Yeah, we'll see y'all boys soon. Yeah.
All right, man. Love y'all too, bro. Y'all keep y'all head and keep doing what y'all doing, man. We sure appreciate it.
Most definitely, bro.
Kinfolk.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
So yeah, we about to get ready and wrap it up. Shouts out to my man Von Sway.
Hey,
man, you know I'm repping him today. Shouts out to my man Aunt Mo with the Dope Boy Fresh. Shouts out to that lovely young lady who man, she had a barbecue plate, bro. I had got Thursday night, bro. I'm telling you, it was hit.
Yeah, I seen that. Who that was?
Oh my God, I just met her, bro. Beautiful young lady, man. I'm at this place getting my load, and I just see her little fine self out there passing out plates. I'm like, what you got over there? She's like, oh, I'm selling plates.
You see that, y'all?
Lord, have mercy, bro.
Pussy fuck.
Baby.
He forget everything.
Oh,
he forget the ass where she shop at.
He had me sucking my hand. He had me sucking my fingers. The smoked chicken wings and the green
no information.
Good. Oh, what?
No,
Baby
nothing,
girl.
no name, no nothing. Just baby girl, she fine. Nothing.
I can't remember her name.
Can't even remember the name.
I had a
you
card.
see that lab?
I had a card. Look, okay, after we get off, I'm going to tag her as soon as I find the information, though. I mean, I was so... It was
the food look good, though. That's what I'm saying.
It was dark, yeah.
You ain't got the name, the number, nothing.
It's on my...
She just fine.
It's on my Instagram.
Oh, my God.
It's on my Instagram page. It's on my Talk That Shit TV Instagram page. But she was fine, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man, she was fine. She was fine, bro. I'm just saying. Baby, if you could cook like that every day.
Hey, y'all, that plate.
Hey.
That plate look good. He tagged me in it. You seen the lab? You seen it?
Yeah, I know you seen it.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Didn't even get the number.
No, all the information is all the information is on the page.
Man,
real talk.
Just repost it.
I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna tag her too.
Yeah, just tag it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag her.
Man, what was that chicken?
Smoked chicken. Wings. And to me, it was busting too.
It was busting.
Yeah, boy. I didn't eat the macaroni and cheese though. I said, no, I don't do macaroni and cheese. But yeah, boy, whew, Lord have mercy. Man, but other than that, man, another episode.
The real insane Wayne, man.
Hey, man, it's your brother Low through the most. Got DJ Lab on one of the tools. We live from Westside Misfit Media Studio.
Hey.
And we about to get ready to get up out of here. We like I said, you know, y'all looking to interview, holler at us. You know what I'm saying? I got merch available. Get at me. We are gone. Peace.
Things ain't how it should be in 1993. Cops killing and dealing and selling drugs in the city. Selling that weight and getting a piece of that cake. But when you get caught, who's fault for going upstate? That's the best choice a judge can make. The other route is a bullet in the head from my AK. You on your feet like your big money man. Ain't collecting bank, but don't realize you soon to get ganked. But that man in the blue suit, you never know. Knocking on your door with the snitch, but it's street clothes. Now the house getting packed just like that. You done sold a fiend and a cop a nice 20 sack. And you don't know what's up until you get raided. Plus you're going down for the evidence. You're gon' hate it for being locked up behind bars. No more fancy clothes, Chuck jewelry and smooth cars. And that's the price you gotta pay in society, but it